Hello and welcome to Secrets of Organ Playing podcast. We are your hosts, Vidas
and Aušra.
We've been mastering secrets of organ playing for more than 20 years and sharing them on this blog since 2011.
On this show, which we create from our home in Vilnius, Lithuania, we strive to help you grow in every area of organ playing, including practice, technique, repertoire, sight reading, hymn playing, improvisation, composition, music theory, harmony, and many others.
Our hope is to help you become a complete musician, or what we call as total organist, a program which we have created to help you reach your dreams faster than you would do on your own.
If you are new here, we invite you to subscribe to receive free updates of this blog at organduo.lt. By subscribing, you will also receive free video how to master any organ composition and 10-day organ playing mini course.
And now let's go to the podcast for today. Hi guys, this is Vidas.
And Aušra.
Let's start episode 440 of Secrets of Organ Playing podcast. This question was sent by Michael, and he writes, Hi Vidas and Aušra. Thank you again very much for liking and reposting music. I cannot thank you enough, and I'm extremely honored by your likes and reposts. I have given some thought to blogging, particularly since my studies focus on early music, especially English composers like Byrd, Gibbons, Tallis, etc. I've always loved early music, so it was not difficult for me to decide on what part of the repertoire I wanted to focus. I have given some consideration recently to creating a website for my work in general, composition, studies, recordings, and I have also given some thought to recording an album of my clavichord music. I'm still researching into how I can do all these things. I know there are some free domain sites, but I'm not sure about PayPal, so people can purchase my scores or recordings, or how to add a feature that allows people to peruse my scores before purchasing them, etc. I'm hoping to do all things before university resumes in late August. At the end of this month, I have a harpsichord recital, so I'm focusing all my energies on that at this time. On the recital will be pieces by William Byrd, Girolamo Frescobaldi, Ercole Pasquini, Domenico Scarlatti, The Cat Fugue, Domenico Zipoli, and several of my compositions. I will be performing on 3 instruments, all tuned to a temperament appropriate for the time in which those works were performed. Meantone tuning for Byrd, Frescobaldi, and Pasquini, well-temperament for Scarlatti and Zipoli, etc. The semester will conclude the week after the recital. After resting for a few days, I will try to begin the process of creating a website and blog. Thank you again for your message and suggestions, and thank you again very much for liking and reposting my music. I greatly appreciate it. Most sincerely, Michael. Aušra, do you know who Michael is? Or which Michael? Because we have many Michaels on our listeners base.
It's a very popular name.
Exactly. He is... I got to know him from SoundCloud, SoundCloud platform,
yes,
where we share our podcasts and other audio files. So Michael Calabris is his name. He's a composer and student and organist and harpsichord player and clavichord player, basically keyboardist. And he posts some nice compositions of his own and also his performances of those early Baroque pieces on harpsichord and clavichord. So I'm in the habit of liking and reposting his pieces, and which
Yes, I
he
have
really
heard
appreciated.
some of his works.
So then, after a while of doing this, he wrote me this message, and I, suggested that since he likes to share his work on SoundCloud, it would be nice for him to write about it too as a blog, and that's what this feedback is about. What do you think?
Yes, I think it's wonderful that nowadays you can share your works and your ideas with others, the thousands of people on the internet. We didn't have that possibility, let's say 20 years ago. And I really like those composers that he is particularly fond of, because as probably everybody noticed, Vidas and I, we love early music too. And another thing that I liked about this message, that Michael is playing harpsichord and he's using different temperaments for different composers. I think that's such a great idea. And I miss our time at Eastern Michigan University, where we had wonderful harpsichord technician who would tune harpsichord for us in any temperament that we would wish. And in the same recital you could play let's say Swelling's chromatic fantasy on the meantone, on the Italian harpsichord, and then to play, let's say, on Kirnberger the third temperament, on Tuscany style harpsichord. It was really wonderful experience. I miss those times a lot, because you cannot change temperament so easily on the organ.
Exactly.
Especially on as big as ours at St. John's.
Would you like to have a harpsichord at home?
Well, yes, but knowing that we already have, organ and piano, I don't think we would have enough space to place it.
What about clavichord? It's a little smaller, much smaller.
Well, if you would get pedal clavichord with 2 keyboards, 2 manuals, it wouldn't be smaller. Because the pedal clavichord, the pedals takes a lot of space.
Why?
Because we are very long. I mean, because it's a string instrument, obvious.
And pedal strings need to be twice as long.
That's right.
They have 8-foot strings, like normal manual clavichord, but also twice as long strings for 16-foot sound.
So it takes space. But if I could get pedal clavichord, I think I would sacrifice probably my old piano for it.
It would be worth it.
Yes, I think so.
We would play a funeral mass for this piano.
Stop teasing me, okay? Because I will do something bad with your piano in Klaipėda at your mom's house.
I think my mom already did some things to it, some improvements. Excellent. So, going back to original question by Michael, to what he is planning to do after his exams in August. Start writing a blog. It's good to start planning for blog even before you're ready, because when you're ready you have to do it, not the other way around. Planning stage might last for several months for beginners who are hesitant to jump in and get started right away, because it is possible, Ausra, don't you think, to start writing your blog this weekend, for example?
Well, yes, but again, it's not everybody's path. It's your path.
But it's Michael's path. He wants to do it.
Then it's fine. It works just fine.
I mean, technically, you can start a blog in 10 minutes, let's say. Just setting up the domain and everything else takes that little time. but it's scary because you don't know what you're doing. You're not sure if you're taking the right path, if you're blogging on the right platform, if your domain name is okay, if you're using, let's say, your name for the domain. For Michael would be like michaelcalabris.com perhaps, right? Or you could create some brand name for your subject or niche, and people don't know which one to choose. Obviously, if you are not sure, always go with your name. That would be the first choice. What else? Since we started blogging, at first I was alone, then you joined it in. Many things changed, and many more opportunities are there in the blogging world. For example, the last 3 years, we can see how Steemit platform is suitable for blogging. If you want to blog just using Steemit, it's possible, and get rewarded right after 7 days of your first post. When somebody upvotes or likes your post, this reward gets to your account after 7 days. And I received my first dollar with blogging with Organ Duo, with Secrets of Organ Playing, after 3 months. I remember I sold fingering and pedaling practice score for Ich ruf zu dir, Herr Jesu Christ. But that took me 3 months, to get to this point when I was comfortable even for asking for money.
You still remember that, yes?
Because it's my first dollar, It was actually my first $100, but still the first payment after 3 months. But with Steemit, for example, you get rewarded right away, and this reward comes into your account after 7 days.
But it comes not in dollars, it comes in cryptocurrency.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't forget to,
Exactly, and
stress it.
You can cash it out, change it into other currencies, and or you could grow it, you could stake it, and the more Steem you have, the more value your own upvote has.
Don't you think that if Steam platform would be in like normal currency, it would attract more users?
Obviously, but it's impossible to do this with cash because of regulations. Dollars and euros are regulated heavily, and all those permits and imagine if you're starting to pay anonymous people real cash. This cash could be used, for bad things. So you have to get their own identity cleared. It's very difficult.
But don't you think that if more and more people will begin using cryptocurrencies, that governments around the world will start to regulate them as well?
Yes, to some degree, it's already happening. Yeah.
So basically, it's the term is short.
No, it's okay. It has to be legal because if we want the future for it, it has to be legal. For example, if you want to cash out and change into euros, or dollars, you have to declare your taxes, right? You cashed out some, maybe let's say $100, and it's probably taxable. Yes, it depends on your own country, of course. You have to check your own regulations, but I presume in many cases it would be. But that's normal. It's like it would be taxable if you got paid through PayPal as well.
So from harpsichord to music, see how far away we.
Exactly.
went?
Yes. The good thing about Steam blogging is that you could actually create your own blogging site through Steam-based application, but not using Steemit.com, but your own domain.
But you see, for people like Michael, for example, how will he would know if there are many people, let's see, on the Steam platform that are interested in early music? Would it be, worth of nothing? All this job of his?
It's a little bit growing. You see, it's growing.
Well, how? Because you wouldn't want probably to blog, let's see, for 10 people.
Those 10 people can bring you 100 people. Every person can bring 10 people.
But I would think that on such a platform as Steam, it would be hard to find even 10 people who like early music.
Look how many Steam accounts I have created for people for our contest, Secrets of Organ Playing contest.
But it's not growing right now.
It's slow, but as long as there are people who are using it, I don't mind for this contest to be a small little contest. It's okay with me.
As you see, this is optimistic and I am pessimistic, so if you would mix our opinions, you would probably get a right opinion.
If you start blogging the traditional way, if Michael starts blogging the traditional way by using, let's say, WordPress platform, right? Then what he needs besides that is obviously newsletter service to reach directly his subscribers, like we're doing with email. And it also takes time and extra resources.
But is it possible just to use what you are using, what you are creating, and to share the same post, let's say, on a few platforms?
It's called cross-posting, yes.
So I guess that this would be the wisest thing to do. That way you would reach the most.
Exactly. And actually, automatically you can repost from WordPress to Steam using SteamPress plugin. And you get rewarded for both things. And you can actually triple your reach by cross-posting also to WellShares platform through Steam to WLS application. And imagine you just post and publish a blog post on WordPress. SteamPress automatically picks it up and cross-posts it to Steam blockchain, and then at the same time Steam to WLS publishes it to WellShares, and you get twice as reach and twice as revenue for that.
Wonderful.
Yeah, without any extra work. Yes, exactly. So wonderful, guys. There are so many new opportunities. You just have to look them up and check them out and be a little bit curious about new developments, because maybe in 3 months there will be even more opportunities.
I'm sure of it.
Yes. Again, thank you so much for sending those wonderful questions. This was Vidas
and Ausra.
And remember, when you practice,
miracles happen.
This blog is supported by Total Organist, the most comprehensive organ training program online, where you will find courses for every area of organ playing, including technique, practice, sight reading, repertoire playing, hymn playing, improvisation, composition, music theory and harmony, with hundreds of scores and thousands of exercises. Here is what some of the students are saying.
Hugh writes, "The sight reading course has helped me tremendously. Thank you very much for your essays, courses and all your help."
Robert writes, "I found the fingerings, registration ideas and general comments to be excellent."
John writes, "I have found your download very helpful. It was really excellent. I have watched some of your teaching videos, and when I read your instructions, I tried to imagine you are there teaching me. You may feel disappointed that I am 2-3 days behind, but I am a slow learner, and I have committed to taking the time to get it right, as you say. But the other night my wife commented that she had never heard me play such a detailed melody in the left hand so well. My left hand is generally poor.
Robert writes, "It has been a great pleasure in my life of having discovered your courses and material as well as the YouTube work of recordings. You have a calm and pleasant way of teaching."
Ron writes, "Hi Vidas and Ausra, thank you guys. What a wonderful response to my email note to you. You've got me right, and I feel you understand my level of playing. Yes, at home and lucky that I have an organ for that reason. I am paying attention to this, and I am going to try this haha no longer secret model. Yes, and I love Cesar Frank too. What is very nice about your blog podcast is that Ausra and Vidas are like a Socratic dialogue, and by bouncing things off of each other, so much more information comes out and is expressed. Your comments contain a wealth of information and understanding. I really appreciate this. It is very inspiring and will keep us moving forward."
Would you like to receive the same or even better results that our students are getting? If so, join them at organduo.lt/total-organist. And of course, you will get the first month free too. You can cancel anytime.
Also, if you haven't yet subscribed to receive free updates of this blog, make sure you do that at organduo.lt. By subscribing, you will also receive free video, how to master any organ composition and 10-day organ playing mini course.
This was Vidas.
And Ausra from Secrets of Organ Playing.
And remember, when you practice,
miracles happen.